You can hear me. My bad. I didn't have my mic set up properly. There we go. We're all good now. But yeah, we have a show. Appreciate everybody who came out. Sorry for the intro was bad, but appreciate everybody who came out to the show. I am going to try to ship all this stuff out ASAP, so I probably won't show the screen today. Because yeah, I just got to move quick. And once the mail lady gets here, then I can slow down a little bit. But I'm gonna try to get as much out as I can, so that way I don't have to bring a whole bunch in my own car to the post office. So yeah, we should be good on sound now. It should be all fixed. I had the wrong. It was on my microphone. Oh, it was on my. That's what it was. It was on my phone in the other room. I hate when it does that. It hooks up to my phone from my computer. It's really weird. But anyways, we should be able to hear me now. Appreciate you guys coming on in. Bet you in a gnarly kickflip. I've actually never ridden a skateboard in my entire life. Actually, I have when I was like really young. I have a sub-mail carrier that won't pick up my boxes and packages out of my box. Just call the post office and let them know they're supposed to pick up the packages out of the box. If they give you an issue, call the post office. The post office will fix that. The subs are supposed to. They probably just don't know that they're supposed to pick those up. So 4 times, and I need to file a formal complaint. Yeah, so you need to call into the 1-800 number. Call the 1-800 number and let them know that you're having issues. And then what they'll do is they will basically write a complaint for the person who runs the post office in your area, and then they'll get it fixed. I had to do that once. Usually if you talk to the postmaster at the office, they usually will fix it for you because they don't want to have to go through all that. But yeah, if they don't, then just call in. Callers go at the thrift today. We've totally overlooked it and didn't. If you didn't mention it, yeah, Collars and Co is a really good one. Pre-owned condition. We sold some new tag on our WNs, but Collars and Co is a really good one. Is Crown and Ivy a good brand? No, Crown and Ivy is sold at TJ Maxx and Marshall. It's like the lower end one. The guy I was listening to before was boring. Who are you listening to before, Meg? Who are you listening to before? Poor guy. I don't know who you're talking about. All right. First order going out the door. We're going to do some posh orders first. We have a Lily Pulitzer pair of shorts. We grab these super cheap nowadays. We used to be able to pay up for these a little bit and get them to sell, but now Lily Pulitzer kind of fell off a little bit. This one sold for 22 doll hairs. If I say I'll get myself in hot water, got you. 4 times in the last year. He even sets our mail on top of the packages, puts a note on the package. Yeah, just contact and file a complaint, and he'll get the complaint. If he gets enough of those, he'll get written up. Not like there's much there going to happen. If you get written up at the post office, it's not like you're gonna get fired. You can do you can do some crazy stuff at the post office and never get fired. That's the benefit of working there. But at least he'll get talked to, and that should stop happening. Rented labels while shipping, such a rookie mistake. Yes, labels. So I buy my labels. I get mine on the A platform. I can't say it because I'm on TikTok, but I buy mine in bulk. I have, how many do I have in here? I get 20 rolls at a time, and each roll has 200 labels. So once I get down to my last 2, I usually order another round of labels. Always buy them in bulk. Good afternoon. Hope everybody is off to a great start to the New Year's. Appreciate you, Debbie. What's up, Debbie? Welcome in. Appreciate you hopping in. We're off to a nice, fast start to the new year. That's for sure. Appreciate it. Drop your questions in the chat as I'm shipping orders. Today's going to be a little bit of a speed shipping. I know I'm going to be talking fast and moving fast, and that's just because I got to get this as much as I can out before the mail lady gets here. These are a pair of Xenia jeans, Armena Gildo Xenia, however you pronounce the name. These sold for $35. I took a best offer. These have been listed for a little bit. I actually sold these once and they got returned for fit, and then I just sold them again, took a best offer. Are you buying your labels? You don't get them free from UPS? No, I could get them free from UPS now that I have a Jaden's. Before I had a Dymo, and I couldn't use with the Dymo, you can't use the free UPS labels. Now I can, but I still have so many leftover labels from the Dymo that I don't need the UPS ones just yet. I got them free from UPS, yeah. Yeah, if you have a Dymo, you can't use the UPS ones because they're flat laying labels. They don't have the ones that go on a roll. So I have I think 10 more rolls down here. So once I get through those, I'll probably do the free UPS order. Going on vacation mid-February is a way I can pause orders. That way I don't get shipping. Yeah, on all platforms, you can set up vacation mode. So same on the Bay, you can set up vacation mode. And when you do, you can either choose to not make sales or make sales. And if you choose to make sales, there's a banner that goes across the top of all your orders. So when somebody orders, they know exactly when you're going to ship. It'll let them know that the orders are going to be delayed. But yeah, on every platform, it has vacation mode. So you just got to go into your settings and set that up. I sold the Metal Militia sweater this morning for $250. Let's go. That's a nice little sale right there. Wake up to a $250 sale. Let's go. All right, these were pulled yesterday. Let me find this one. So if you guys haven't heard, if you guys haven't seen, I'm doing every single day for 2026. I'm doing order pull videos, and I will do those every day, even on Saturdays and Sundays when I don't have to ship orders out. So go catch those every day. You can go, I'm hoping by mid-year, some of you will go back and kind of see the trends, see what's selling for me, see how every day is, see the slow days, the fast days, all that. So go check out those. This was actually pulled yesterday on yesterday's order pull video, so some of you guys already saw it. This is an AYR ladies cropped hoodie, and it's sold for $50. Nice little sale. How do you feel about the D-list relist? I'm listing 5 new a day, so I use Nifty to do my D-list relist. Nifty does D-list, and basically it creates a brand new listing for me for all my inventory that's older than 30 days automatically. What do you use for inventory tracking? Nifty. I use Nifty to inventory track. So Nifty helps me cross list my items to multiple platforms. And then it also keeps track of all my sales analytics. It has a full inventory dashboard. Items that I sold 2 years ago are still within Nifty's sold, so I can go back and see what sold 2 years ago. It's a really great platform. Cross list, sends offers, shares your closets, does all that stuff. And I have somewhere, if you're smart enough, you can find it. I can't say it until I get a violation, but somewhere on my profile, you can find there's a discount code for Nifty. You get a 7-day free trial and 15% off your first month. Fun thing happened when we opened the polo I bought my grandson. Fun thing happened? What fun thing happened? I want to know what happened. The Titans are going to the full reset. I'm here for it. Oh yeah, I hope so. We should have never got rid of our freaking coach. Patriots are just killing it. Oh, that coach was so good. It's so good. How do you identify which brands sell fast? You go onto I can't say the word, but the Bay app, if you catch what I'm saying, and you look up what's listed versus what's sold. It's super easy to do. What's up, OG? Love your Saturday night show. Always fun to watch and support you guys. Appreciate you. Those polo shows are always my favorite to run. Those are by far my favorite to run. Question, does the size of your inventory matter? That's what she said. Is there a sweet spot? I currently have close to 900 items. I don't think that it just depends on what your business model is. There's people out there that buy a bunch of their stuff in bulk. They get it shipped to their door in bulk. It's low sell-through rate items, but they get just so much of it that they're able to price that stuff lower because they get it in bulk. And they have big stores. And then there's other people that have 200 items in their stores and they're just focused on fast sell-through rate items. So it really just depends. There's no sweet spot. It's not like once you get 1,000 items in your store, you're going to be selling 20 to 30 per day. It just depends on the quality items that you have in your store and what kind of business you're trying to build. It was a search comment. As a Pat fan, thank you. Yeah, as a Pats fan, Ravens lost last night, but Ravens got Henry. Henry was beastly this entire year. But yeah, it always feels bad when we lose our best players. It's like the Titans are just to build up good players just to trade them to other teams so they can win. Yeah, crazy show. Appreciate you guys. That was a lot of fun. We got a good show coming up for this Saturday. Every Saturday for the entire year, we're gonna have crazy shows. I have consigners that are just waiting to send me like crazy good stuff. Once I get some room in here, I definitely will. I did get confirmation on the Purple Label shoes. We will have Purple Label Ralph Lauren shoes delivered. Probably later on this month or early next month. So be on the lookout for that show. That show is going to be insane. All Purple Label men's and women's shoes, and I'm probably going to have one or two of each size, and then that's it. So if you need a specific size, I'm only going to have two of those available because we got a small order. We could have got a huge order, but we decided to go small because I didn't know how it was gonna go. Great Amazon Saturday night. Yeah, we still have some Purple Label left over. I didn't run all the Purple Label clothing too, so. Yeah, the last night's game was so good. If you guys watched that game, it was like a movie at the end. It's like a movie. All right, let's go ahead and ship some orders out for the Bay. I don't have any Depop. I don't have any Mercari sales. That's typical for Mercari. Never have them. I'm almost in Mercari, to be honest. Again, I'm probably going to make that decision here pretty soon because I don't get any sales over there. So we'll see. First sale, you guys saw this on yesterday's order pull video. These are a pair of Brooks Adrenaline GTS 22 women's shoes. I'm trying to pick up more shoes, and it's working. You guys are going to see a bunch of shoes going out today that sold over the weekend. So really good condition on these. With running shoes, I make sure I always check the bottoms, make sure they're not distressed. These are actually in really good condition. Looks like they were worn just a couple times. Made sure I cleaned them up really nice. These sold for $34, and if I can remember correctly, I paid $10.38 for these at Goodwill. They still have the price tag at the bottom. With running shoes, I know some people are going to hate me for this, but as long as they fit into a poly bag, I will ship these in a poly bag. Running shoes aren't going to fall apart. I'm just going to wrap these up in a big poly bag and ship them out. Easy peasy. Saves me from using a box, saves a little bit of weight. My buddy Ethan Banks, most of you know who he is, sells shoes. This is how he ships a lot of his shoes too. He doesn't have any issues with it. I know a lot of people go box method and they're like, hey, I only use boxes with shoes. I get it. That's your business model. Do it. I'm trying to save as much money as I possibly can. Bags are a lot cheaper, and it's a lot cheaper postage if you ship with a bag. Do you do free shipping? I charge shipping on everything. Which platforms do you sell on? Check my page. I can't say what platforms on TikTok because TikTok gives me a violation, but as soon as I get a violation, I will say it out loud. I should get a violation within the next minute. I get a violation every live, so I get a violation every single live. Oh, the style name was Blake? Let's go. You got a Blake shirt for Blake. Yeah, Ralph Lauren makes Blake shirts. I've been buying a lot of Purple Label from somebody on WN, but the labels are cut out. Definitely difficult to sell. The side white label is there. You can still sell those. So with my deal, Maxine, that's a good point. With my deal and the wholesaler I specifically asked them to make sure that nothing is wrong with the Purple Label items. So a lot of times Ralph will cut, or the wholesaler will have to cut or mark tags before they ship out. And I specifically said if any of these had cut tags, they can have mark tags, but they can't have cut tags. So they'll still sell, Maxine. Just make sure you're not paying too much for cut tags, because as soon as they're cut, it really, really hurts the value. As you see on our shows, even our shows, we have cut tag items and mark tag items. As soon as it's mark tag, I almost feel like a brand new tag, mark tag Ralph Lauren dress shirt will sell for less than a pre-owned Ralph Lauren dress shirt. It's weird. Even though it's brand new, it's just that mark tag just throws people away, turns people off. So just be careful with what you pay. But they're still legit. I mean, as long as you're making sure they're legit when you're buying them, they're still legit. They'll still sell. You just got to be careful with what you pay for those. All right, this is going to a bag, so I can ship the bag method. I'm going to save money on these using Shippo. If you haven't tried Shippo, there's a link. You can find it. You get $25 after you spend $25 with Shippo using my link. These are going to ship out for $7.17. Let's see how much these would cost on the Bay to ship out. If I were to ship these out in a bag, it would be the same as shipping it out in a box, because the dimensions are pretty much the same. It would be $7.67 to ship these out. So I'm saving myself 50 cents by shipping this out on Shippo. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. You follow schedule, what time of day to list? I list whenever I have inventory ready. Like today, my listings are going to go up way later in the day because I have to ship all this stuff out. I still have to do the order pull, edit, video. So I'm probably not going to list till like 10 o'clock tonight, but I will put 20 live today. I heard the third week of January Ross drops. Yeah, I don't know if it's the third week of January. TJ Maxx and Marshalls does their yellow tag clearance event here coming up pretty soon too. Just look out for it. Just watch social media. As soon as the first day happens, there's like tons of creators that make posts about it. I know I'm missing some comments, so if I missed your question, feel free to ask again. How are you getting Purple Label shoes delivered to you? Wholesale. So once you open up your mind to wholesale and kind of talk to some people that do a lot of wholesale and build relationships with some people, you'll find out that every single high quality brand you can get your hands on, even up to like Gucci, Fendi, you can get all of those brands wholesale. Now, some will have different price points. Like I've been offered Gucci, but it was cut tag Gucci. They didn't have the retail tags. They had all the other tags, but no retail tags. I've been offered Gucci, but it was too high a price. I was like, I'm not paying that much for Gucci. It doesn't make sense, especially if it doesn't have tags. And I don't really have a Gucci audience anyway. I have a Ralph Lauren audience. But you can get any brand. You can get Vuori, you can get Lululemon wholesale delivered right to your door. There's tons of people on Whatnot that sell wholesale Lululemon. So Purple Label Ralph Lauren, high-end Ralph Lauren, super, super high-end Ralph Lauren. Best way to ship shoes for sure. Yeah, that's the way we ship them. Again, some people don't like that method of shipping, throwing it into a bag and shipping it out. To be honest, I don't think the customer really cares as long as their shoes end up at their door in a timely manner. All right, next order going out. This is a good one. I'm going to need a bag for this one, but this is a kids. Don't pass the kids section because you could be losing some money or leaving some money behind. This is a kids down Ralph Lauren jacket. It's a kid size large, 14-16, which definitely helps the resale availability of this. This one sold for $79.99 plus shipping. It's going through the eBay international shipping program, which means I ship it to eBay's global shipping hub. I'm definitely going to violation now. I just said the E word like 10 times. I ship it to the international shipping hub, and then they take care of all the rest of the shipping for me. So that's how it works. I have a shoebox company that mostly is Amazon's that buy them to repackage. Yeah, I know on some orders, some people do like the Ross purchases and then they resell them back on Amazon, and they use like a repackage box. I don't really have to do that with the Bay, especially on pre-owned shoes. Is packaging and doing measure before the item sold, is that faster? Yes, if you're new, I would highly suggest that. After you do this for a while and you kind of get a hang of it, you don't really need to measure every single one of your items. To use a VA, I use a virtual assistant named Nifty. Nifty sends out offers, delist, relist, creates listings for me using AI, all that stuff. And if you want a free trial, you can find it somewhere on my profile. I can't say the word until I get a violation. Yeah, all my listings are international listings through eBay's international shipping program. It automatically lists all my items internationally. And I don't directly ship to the international buyers. Ship it to the international shipping hub, and then they ship it overseas for me. As long as my item makes it to the international shipping hub with no issues, which is located in the US, then if it gets destroyed on the way to the buyer, I keep my money and the buyer gets refunded. That's a perk with the eBay international shipping program. No, I don't sell on Amazon. In a box, what price? If I ship my shoes out in a box, what price do I pay? It depends on the weight of the box, the measurements of the box, and where it's going. There's no set one price. If I ship a pair of shoes to Hawaii and a pair of shoes to Florida and they're same box, same size, they're going to be two different prices. So it just depends on where you're shipping the item. Weight, dimensions, and area where it's going. What are your share settings for Nifty on Posh? I can look that up. I haven't changed my share settings since I started, but give me 1 second. Let me ship this out real quick. Man, we got lots of questions. I haven't got a violation on TikTok yet. This is amazing. Happy New Year to me from TikTok. No violations within the first 5 seconds. That's usually what happens. I don't source at the bins, no sourcing at the bins. If you source from bins, great option. I just choose to go to what the cool kids call the racks. Like what price point would you use a box? Oh, like what? So it's not really a price. Well, maybe it is a price point. If the shoes are over like $50, I probably will use one. But usually I use boxes for boots, like heavier shoes, shoes like dress shoes that have like wooden bottoms. Those are the ones I'll use a box for because they need to be more protected. With running shoes, they're more foamy. I mean, if they get bounced around in shipment, they're not going to get destroyed. You just got to make a judgment call on that. What's your side hustle? I don't really have a side hustle anymore. I have all main hustles. My side hustle used to be this until this overtook my postal income because I was working at the post office. So as soon as that happened and I saved up enough money, I started doing this full time. Now I don't really know if I have a side hustle. I don't know what a side hustle would be nowadays. It used to be social media, but now social media has become a pretty good source of income. So yeah. Here are my settings. You can feel free to screenshot over on the other two platforms. Feel free to screenshot my page. That's how my settings are set up. I didn't really change any of these times, to be honest. I just left the times alone. 7,200 shares per day, 800 community shares. I think that's like had. I didn't really change that, so you can screenshot that. That's how my shares go. How'd you start? I started selling items out of my house first, which I always suggest everybody in the chat do. Start with your house first. You probably have tons of stuff like in your junk drawers, in your closet, shoes you don't wear anymore. List that stuff online, and then start to snowball it. So if you're working a full-time job, all the income you make from reselling, just keep putting it back into your business and growing it as fast as you possibly can. Go to thrift stores, go to retail stores, and also watch a ton of free content online. Every single day this year, I'm putting out a video and showing you what sold every single day this year. You're going to see every order that I have, except for every single WN order, because I can't show every auction when we sell like 300 items. That would be too long of a video. But you can always rewatch those on Facebook, because I always have those listed at Facebook. So much kid stuff. Yeah, kid stuff can be good. We just started hunting in the kids section recently, so. What did I miss? Why will you get a violation? So I'm on TikTok, and TikTok doesn't like any other platform. So if I say another platform, I'll get a violation. But as soon as I do, I'll just start talking about them. As soon as I do. Right now, I'm on the. So if you don't know how TikTok works, the live, you're on the For You page. You get pushed to the For You page every like couple minutes. And when you get enough engagement, TikTok sees you have get For You page. You'll get some people in your live. But as soon as they give you a violation on your live for saying other platforms, that's when they take you off the For You page, and then your numbers start to drop. So right now I'm trying to keep on the For You page. What's up, J-Red? Can you share where you list? Go watch my last couple videos. Like I said, if I say other platforms, TikTok doesn't like it. As soon as I get a violation, I will happily answer those questions. What do you usually start your items at? $10. Start all of our items at $10. Unless it's like a clear out show and I just don't care about the items, I'll start them at $1. Nifty is live, best system out there. Facts. If you guys haven't tried Nifty, I mean, give it a try. Just give it a try. I know some people use Vendu, some people use List Perfectly. To be honest, I've used them all. I've promoted them all. And I would 100%, why did I just open Zoom? I would 100% say that Nifty is the best. I just threw a link in my chat over on Facebook and YouTube. I don't want to be in Zoom. Close this out. There we go. Okay, I don't want to lag up my computer. Just joined Nifty yesterday. Let's go. Yeah, if you use my link, you get 15% off your first month and you get a 7-day free trial. I've inherited a 100-year-old. I have a 100-year-old inherited house. I only have to source short tail items. Yeah, I get it. If you have a small area, you can still have like 500 items listed in bins. If you see those bins behind me, those bins right there, you can fit like 50 items in those bins if you scrunch them down. And if you stack 10 of them on top of each other, that's $500. I know all of you have room in the corner of one of your rooms where you can stack 10 of those boxes up on top of each other. So even if you have a small space, yeah, so if you guys have been watching for a while, I used to work out of a very, very small space. My entire setup was in my 1-car garage. I have a 2-car garage now. I bought this house specifically to have a 2-car garage to be able to grow the business a little bit and be able to move around a little bit more. But man, go watch some of my old videos. I was working out of a super duper small space, super small space. All right, next sale. These I'm going to throw in a box for sure. So somebody asked earlier, when do you put items in a box? This is a box item because these are brand new. So these are brand new Nike Vapor Max. I got these 75% off. So they were $70. What's 75% off 70? Math time. It's too early to do math. So I paid at the thrift store $17.50 for these. And they sold for, what did they sell for? $70? I think they sold for 70. Let me see. 75. They sold for $75. Nice little sale. I found these at Red, White, and Blue. They're sitting right on the top of the racks, 75% off. So these are going to go in a pair of All right, these are going to go in a box. I'm going to pack these up off live because I don't feel like going and grabbing a box right now because I'm going to try to get everything else shipped out ASAP because my mail lady's almost here. Plus, family gives me stuff. Let's go. Hey, can you have your people help me with my followers, please? Everybody go follow Sarah. Sassy Cat. Sassy's in the chat. Make sure you go give her a follow. Do you have an idea why the post office gives free boxes to Posh sellers and not other platforms? You can use those boxes. You can order those boxes from Posh and use them on any other platform. Those boxes are not specific to Posh. I know a lot of people think so. A lot of Posh sellers are like, those are ours. You can't use them. Those are post office supplies. Those are not Poshmark supplies. So you're allowed to use those on any other platform. So if you have a Posh account, order those and then use them on all the other platforms. That's what I'll say. So what's up, ATL? What's up, ATL? Atlanta. I want to go to Atlanta and source. I hear Atlanta sourcing is really good. ATL, Miami, all the big cities. I want to go to all the big cities this year. I think I might have time this year. And Joey's old enough now that we might be able to make some, especially if I'm doing YouTube and YouTube videos are doing good, I might be able to make some trips. You know what I'm saying? Don't have a Posh, make a Posh account. It's that easy. I have a link somewhere, you know where it is. Where you can sign up and you get like a perk if you sign up through my link. Do that and just list over there for list 5 items and then say you list on Posh now and then you get the boxes. There's always a workaround, right? This is going to go out for 10 ounces. Oh, this was a men's Untuck It shirt. If you want to see what it looks like, just go watch yesterday's order pool video. I forgot to show it. So less than 50 followers and now you're proud of you. Appreciate you. Let's go. Yes, it's been a long journey. Long journey. Yes, they are great boxes. They are really good. Come to LA. I heard some people say LA is overpriced, but I also see some videos of some people shopping in LA and they get good stuff for really good prices. I think LA is more, you know, the basic stuff is more priced up, but the fact you guys have so much money over there, if you know like the top end brands, you can find a ton of them. I'd be willing to pay up for certain brands, right? So that's the benefit to sourcing in LA. What advice would you have someone who is new to the business? Again, start by selling items in your house first before you start investing in inventory because you probably have $1,000 worth of stuff just sitting around in your house. Like literally just go through your closet and start selling stuff out of your closet that you don't wear anymore. And then 2, watch a bunch of free content online. I've never paid for a course. I don't have a course. I don't put out any courses or anything like that. I give out all my information for free because that's how I learned. So you can learn for free. There's way more content now than there was when I first started, and now that you have short form content like TikTok, you can just like watch Reels, you can just watch the videos so fast and learn so much so fast. So that's my suggestions. Yeah, and start slow. Don't try to get to somebody's level that's way above you super fast. It's going to take you time to grow. So I've been selling since 2018. And last year, like I said in the YouTube video, we did 440,000 in sales. If you think you're going to go from year 1 from 0 to 440K, you're not going to do it. You're going to go from year 1 to year 7 to 440K, right? It's going to take you time to grow. So enjoy the journey of the growth. Don't try to go 0 to 100 because you'll fail really, really fast. How do I get more followers? Sassy, you just post. You post videos. You go live. Yeah. You do that. You do that. What do you charge for shipping? So when you first start, I would charge, appreciate the heart meme. I would charge calculated shipping when you first start. Basically, you're putting the weight and dimensions into the listing and you're charging that to the customer. That way you'll never make a mistake. Once you get to where you know what shipping is, you start charging flat rate shipping. So right now, anything under a pound is $7 flat rate for me. Anything between 1 to 2 pounds is $10 flat rate shipping. Anything above 2 pounds, I charge $12 flat rate shipping. Question, Nifty, my eBay numbers don't match up. My Posh numbers are always perfect. Mercari. So Bobby, what I'll say is if you get returns, a lot of times the eBay numbers, the numbers they give you don't include your returns in that final number. So that might be why your numbers don't match up. You can always go through and verify and look at your numbers and make sure they're matching up on a couple orders. But to be honest, I would trust Nifty's numbers more than I would trust the Bay's numbers. And also make sure you sync your data. Sync all your data. You can sync your data for the entire year. Go back an entire year and sync it. Do you have a link for the boxes and bags you store your inventory in? Yes, Cherry. If you go to my profile, my main profile, there is a I'll say it. I don't care if I get a violation now. There's a link tree. If you click on the link tree, go to the products we use on a daily basis section. All of our products are listed on our Amazon storefront. So that's where I order all my stuff from, all the bags. How do you do your taxes? You save all the receipts for your inventory. Yeah, you save all your receipts for your inventory. You save all your purchases. If you bought bags and boxes, supplies, you're going to keep that. I keep it all on a spreadsheet. I actually was just working on my spreadsheet last night for 2025. I'm trying to get the finished results so I can just turn it in February 1st through the 5th. That's my goal, to turn in my taxes for this last year. But yeah, keep track of all the expenses that you have in your business, including your mileage on your car. There's a lot. Also, talk to a tax pro. Tax professional will be able to tell you exactly what you need to keep track of. Don't trust me. Trust somebody that is in the business of doing taxes, right? That's what I would suggest. James Purse, you guys saw this on yesterday's order pull video. James Purse shirt. This one sold for $27. This was listed, I think, for less than a week. James Purse is a really good brand. This was a Henley shirt too, which is always a good pickup. Guys really like Henley shirts, and they're kind of hard to find at thrifts. So grab these. James Purse Henley shirt. Last year I didn't, and I'm kind of regretting it because I am going to have to pay the. But this next year, it depends on how the tax code changes for the next year. I know with the new administration, there's going to be a lot of changes to the tax code. Before, you used to not get penalized hardly anything for not paying your quarterly taxes. And then with the last administration, they changed some stuff. And I think with this administration next year, taxes are going to look a little bit different. So I'm just going to play it by ear. I probably will end up paying some quarterly taxes next year, if not all my quarterly taxes. Also depends on how I adjust my business. If I go S Corp, what I do, I have to talk to my tax advisor, but always talk to a tax pro. They'll be able to tell you if you're not making much profit at all, they're probably going to tell you you don't have to pay quarterly taxes because you're going to get a refund anyway. So why pay quarterly taxes, right? Use your Nifty code last week and sales are up 20%. Josh from TikTok just said that. I told you guys. I'm telling you, I know when people promote things online, a lot of people think that it's just a cash grab, right? I'm just promoting this just to get you to sign up, and then I get all your money, and then you're stuck with this monthly plan. I only push the products that I use every single day in my business, and Nifty is one of those I use every single day. Of course, I get a commission for you signing up, but I honestly think that Nifty will make your business better. That's why I push it. So right there, a lot of people have used Nifty in my chats. A lot of people have had great success with Nifty. So I would give it a try. Again, there's a 7-day free trial, no cost to you. I think it does make you put your card information in, but it's not going to charge you until you tell it to. It just has your card information on file when you're ready to go. But yeah, give it a try. I'm not sure what Nifty does. I have videos on my YouTube channel about Nifty. It sends out offers. It delists, relists your inventory. It uses AI to be able to create listings for you. It cross lists to multiple platforms for you, basically pushing your items to multiple platforms. It keeps up with your sales data. So starting in 2026, if one of your goals is to keep up with your sales data throughout the year, Nifty will automatically do that for you. And it syncs all of your sales data information. You don't have to press any buttons. It does it for you. Yeah, it does a whole bunch of stuff. Go watch my video on YouTube about it. Yeah, the automatic delist is clutch. It does that on all platforms for you. So like on Mercari, Depop, and eBay, it's going to refresh your listings for you, which keeps it at the top of search, which is amazing. All right, next order. So Tommy, I don't really pick up, to be honest, but if you get them in the right size, they will sell like hotcakes. This is a men's 3XL, so bigger sizes sell better. It's just a plain blue Tommy Bahama quarter zip, but because it's that bigger size, moved really, really quick. This one sold for, I think, what did it sell for? Sold for $27.99 plus ship. Again, I pulled this on yesterday's order pull video. Yeah, I have a link in my bio to sign up for Nifty if you want to try that 7-day free trial, and you'll save 15% off your first month. Your YouTube video with spreadsheet sales is so helpful. You have another sheet for tracking expenses. So you can build off that spreadsheet. If you guys need a free reseller spreadsheet too, I have a video on my YouTube channel going over a free reseller spreadsheet. To make a free reseller spreadsheet. But if you want to build off that, you can just build a expense spreadsheet or have a separate expense spreadsheet. That video is pretty much to teach you how to make a spreadsheet, and then from there you can adjust and create whichever one you want. Do you still sell? I've actually never picked up a Tommy Bahama tie to sell. So, and moved to Texas and Florida, no state taxes. Facts. We might not even have any property taxes here pretty soon, which would be amazing. If we don't get property, if we don't have property tax, like I think everybody's going to move here, to be honest. Everybody's going to move here. They already have moved here. He's using the lowest $35.99 version. Did I make the difference versus the larger package? Are you talking about Nifty? So the $35.99 version, be careful. When you first sign up for Nifty, the first page you see is the yearly plans. I never suggest to sign up for yearly plans, even though, I mean, sign up for Nifty. I want you to sign up for Nifty. Yearly plans get you stuck for a year. So if another service comes by and it's a really good one, I'm obviously going to switch to the better service for my business. So I always say to do monthly plans. But yeah, $35.99. I think you signed up for the yearly plan. The other plan that they have, you signed up for one version, so you probably signed up for the either automation or cross listing. The middle plan has both integrated, so you can either choose one or the other or both. So just be careful. Don't sign up for yearly. That's what I would say. Taking any new consignment clients, I have 200 plus shoes. Thrift store finds. Hat King, reach out to me. Depends on the brands. I might actually take your shoes in because I've had some success selling shoes. A lot of people have, like, we sold shoes on our last show and they did really good. So reach out to me here or on IG. Probably IG is better. And just say, Hat King from TikTok, I have shoes, and then I'll see what you have. Depends on the brands, models, all that stuff. 7219. This is a men's Ralph Lauren shirt, just basic button-down Ralph Lauren shirt. This one sold for $22.50. Again, you guys probably saw this on yesterday's order pull video. I went in Orlando to make the delivery. Cool. Yeah, reach out to me. Let me know what you got. I'm only going to take certain brands that I think will sell well. I'm not just going to take everything because my goal is with consignment is to make you money. So I make money, right? If I'm not, and so you come back. If I'm the only one making money, it doesn't make much sense, right? So I want to make sure I'm taking the brands that I think will do the best and not just taking everything, right? Yeah. Do you recommend cross-listing Nifty package? 100%. If you have more than 100 to 150 listings and you're not cross-listing yet, Nifty will make that process so much easier for you, and you'll start increasing your sales like right away because now you're pushing your items to more platforms and getting more eyes on them. So if I were going to go, it depends on your store size. If you have like 150 listings, I would go with the cross listing package first. And then once you start making some more sales and start getting some more income, that's when I would move to the bulk package. Yes, I'm back on lives. I was actually trying for Trendy. I was trying to do lives on here for a while. I was just bananaed. They wouldn't let me do it. Somebody in TikTok or somebody reported my account too many times for sales of regulated goods, and I finally was able to get it back. So yeah, I've been doing lives for like the last probably 4 months on TikTok. Last sale from yesterday, and then we'll sell or ship out of all of our orders from today. This is a men's Orvis shirt. I don't pick up all Orvis, but I do pick up the active fits. Right on the bottom right here, it says active fit just below the tag. The active fits sell very, very, very quickly. This one was just listed. I think it was listed for less than a week, and it sold for $24.99 plus ship. I usually find these at thrift stores for anywhere between $2 to $5 a piece because Orvis, again, is a pretty bad brand to sell, but there's certain pieces that will sell better than others. Thoughts on buying from wholesalers and using the Fleek app? I've never used Fleek, so I think buying from wholesalers can be really great, but just make sure you do your due diligence and make sure the products you're getting are quality. The price you're paying is not too much for wholesale. And then always start with small orders before you buy big orders. That's another thing. Don't go into it and get all, wide-eyed and go, oh, I need to buy as much as I possibly can. I'm going to spend $10,000 on my first order, and then it all ends up being junk. But I've never used that app before, so I have no clue. I can't tell you how I feel about it if I've never used it, right? 1,700 listings. Yeah, you should definitely be cross-listing. You have 1,700 listings. You could probably cross-list those. It'll probably take you most of a whole day to get all those cross-listed, but once you do, you're going to start seeing an increase in sales. Guaranteed. 1,700 listings is a lot to not have cross-listed, in my opinion. Because again, when you move your items from one platform to another, you're just increasing the chances for a sale because you have more eyes on your listing. Next order. These are all stuff that you'll see later on. So if you're watching this video, watching this live, you can watch the later video that I post for these items again. But feel free to go back and watch yesterday's and the day before go. First item going out. These are a pair of women's Hoka boots. I love picking up Hoka boots. I think I got these I got these, I think 50% off. Maybe these are 70. I paid most likely 50% off. So $25 for these. I had them listed for 70. I got a $55 offer and I decided to take it. I will pay up for certain Hokas. This is one of those that I will pay up for because they just sell really fast and really well. So those are women's Hoka boots. I'll pack those up in a box later. And then I have another pair of shoes that I'll do here so I get it off the desk. These I accepted a best offer this morning on. These are a pair of, do I remember what I paid for these? I don't have the price. 38. Bought these at Goodwill. Now these do have a little bit of wear to them. You can see kind of a little bit of balding right there, a little bit of balding. But Hokas have such big soles down here that it really doesn't matter if they're balding just a little bit at the bottom. These still sold for $40 in pre-owned condition. So $10.38 into $40. Nice little sale. Clean those up nice and well. So, hey surfer. Hey surfer. Finally you're back. Jeez, this guy takes a vacation every other week. I wish I was as rich as Surfs Up Finds. He's just always on vacation. Gosh. Next time, can you take me on a cruise? You're rich, so just take me with you. Stop. You have the money. Just pay for me to go with you. 75K annual sales on 2026 goal is to, yeah, if you move your items over, I guarantee you'll get over that. You'll get over that. What do you use for cross listing? Sorry, just came into the stream. Nifty, I have a link in my bio. If you sign up through my link, you get 7 trial and 15% off your first month. Give it a try. I also have videos on YouTube going over how Nifty works if you don't know how it works. Did you do well selling in 2025? We did. Go watch my YouTube video. I just put out a YouTube video. It says the sales number in the very top of the title. So we did really good last year. Last year was our best year. This year, I don't know if we're going to beat last year because I'm not really trying to beat last year. I'm more trying to grow social media this year. That's my main focus. Close. All right, next up, Polo Ralph Lauren. Let me make sure this is the right one. Yes. Men's shirt. This one sold for $22. Nice little bread and butter. Ralph, nothing special about it. Just a bread and butter. This is also a Nifty sale. Nifty sent out a 10% out offer, and this person accepted. How do I know that? Because I had it listed for $24.99, and anytime it's 10% less, that means Nifty sent that 10% offer. What brand are you going to stop picking up in 2026? That's a good question. What brand am I going to stop picking up in 2026? Chat, help me out. What brand are you going to stop picking up in 2026? That I don't know. I haven't even thought about that. Oh, I know. Probably Judy Blue. Judy Blue used to be such good sellers, and now Judy Blue is just really, really hard to sell. So Kayla always gets her eyes, she gets wide-eyed when she sees Judy Blue at the thrift, but sometimes I got to remind her that Judy Blues are only like $20 to $25 sales, and they sit forever before they sell. So that's probably a good one. Judy Blue. That's what I'm going to go with. Polo. Yeah, I'm going to stop picking up Polo altogether. I'm going to stop picking up Polo. I was stumped. Yeah, probably Judy Blue for us. Next up, another Ralph Lauren shirt, 7420. By the way, I had somebody, I got to say this out loud so everybody can hear this. Every time I make a post about selling Ralph Lauren, I get a whole bunch of people in my comments, especially when it's a photo post, of how they can't sell Ralph Lauren. So I had somebody, you can go look at the photo post on Facebook later. I had somebody comment that they said they can't sell Ralph Lauren. They're like, it looks like everybody in the comments are saying the same thing, even though there's plenty of people that said they're selling Ralph Lauren like hotcakes. This person gave me a title to one of their listings. So I went and found their store and looked in their store. They had 12 Ralph Lauren listed and 10 sold in the last 90 days. 12 listed, 10 sold. That's nearly 100% sell through in their store for Ralph Lauren. But for some reason, they come to my photos and they say, you know, I can't sell it. If you're not doing the data research on your own store to figure out if a brand's not selling and then you're coming into my comments and complaining, like, don't do that. You have to do your own research on the brands, especially if you have it listed and you almost have 100% sell-through rate. It just makes no sense to me. I feel like some people just like to complain. You can't expect to sell all of your Ralph Lauren if you only have 12 listed. It's not like tomorrow you're going to have 12 Ralph Lauren sales. I have a whole bunch of Ralph Lauren listed, but I consistently sell it every day. That's why I consistently keep picking it up. But yeah, you can't expect to sell all of your stuff in one day. I think that's what a lot of people see. They see me sell 9 and they have 9 listed and they expect all 9 to sell tomorrow. That's not how it works. So just thought I'd throw that out there. I hope that person's watching because it's just a wild comment. Like, yeah, you can't sell it, but you have almost 100% sell-through rate in your store. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. It's almost like you're like wasting my time by making that comment. Anyways, Ralph Lauren, another one right here. Ralph Lauren classic plaid shirt. The blue with the green with the yellow, really good colorway to look for. This one sold for $24.99 plus ship. I don't use a Dymo 4XL anymore. I use a Jaden's printer. I don't even think they're rage baiting. I think they just really didn't understand how much they had listed versus sold, and I had to go into their store to let them know that. And then they had another excuse after that, like, yeah, but these don't sell. I'm like, you have almost 100% sell-through rate, stop. If you come back in 3 weeks, or not 3 weeks, in 3 months, and you haven't sold any of the ones you have listed, then you have an argument. But if you're still selling them, stop. Stop. How do I get started selling stuff online? Start by selling items in your house first. You have a whole bunch of stuff unlisted. You have a whole bunch of money just sitting literally in your house right now. Start listing that stuff first, and also start watching a bunch of free content online, whether it's TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. There's tons of free content that you can learn how to do this without having to pay for a course or anything like that. All right, that one shipped. Boom, boom. Jaden's is really good. I love the Jaden's. I've had 0 issues with the Jaden's so far. The only thing is that when the label loads, and it's probably how I have it set up to load the label, sometimes it pops out, and then it like prints sideways, but then I just fix it really quick. That's the only issue I've had, but I love Jaden's. Jaden's has been good to me. All right, here's a good brand to look for. It's not Tommy Bahama, but it's probably Tommy Bahama's better cousin. This is Rain Spooner, and this is a good Rain Spooner, like all over print shirt. This one's just cotton, not silk, just regular cotton. Sold for $27. I took a best offer on that for $27. I'm surprised the mail lady's not here yet, to be honest. I thought for sure she would be here by now. What's up, Kicker? So I'm tired of my Dymo malfunctioning. Is Jade is fantastic. I think it is. I've been using it for the last few months. I wouldn't promote it if it wasn't good. I don't get paid. The only time I get paid for Jaden's is when you buy it through my Amazon link tree. If you buy it on the TikTok shop, I get a little tiny small commission for it. So it's not like Jaden's is paying me monthly to say like Jaden's is the best. I honestly think it's a really, really great printer. It's affordable. It's also Bluetooth too. So if you have a Dymo that wasn't able to be Bluetooth, like labels Bluetooth to it, you can do that with the Jaden's. Using my Mo at hit print and it just didn't print, and then I have to in, you're probably having the same issue. It's an old Dymo. After a while they just crap out. We still do whatnot. My last video that I just put out yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. Put out. Go watch my last video. We did 13,000 in sales on our last Whatnot show. All you see behind me are all Whatnot packages from this weekend. I picked up clear bags in your referrals. Dang, they're just learned how to fold. Yes, I use the 10 by 13s. I think the ones I have linked, I'm going to change later. I think the ones I have linked are 9 by 12. Those still work, but I upgraded to the 10 by, and those work a little bit better. So, Nelco, I've never heard of Nelco. Speaking of Rain Spooner, I have listed all of my over Rain Spooner Ohio State Buckeyes. I think I'll be sitting on it for a while. I think it'll still sell. Those university shirts are really fast sellers. There we go. I got my violation. We actually lasted. How long did we last without a violation? 45 minutes. Wow, that's a new record. Yeah, 13K. I'm getting the 10 by 13s next time too. Yeah, 10 by 13s work a little bit better. 9 by 12s work. They keep it condensed, but 10 by 13s are a little bit better. What's up? Mom of Havoc. What's up? Okay, 3306. Try to do these pretty quick. Another one right here, same exact color. 3306. This one's been listed for a while though, but it sold for $22.50. That's out of bed. That's accepted. I popped in a few times. Show. Come this weekend. This weekend's gonna be a little bit. We're kind of going old school with it. We're going all consigned, pre-owned, and new. So it's gonna be all random brands, men's and men's. It's not just gonna be one specific brand. So trust me, you're gonna be able. It's all the stuff that I usually sell on these lives. Those are what my consigners send in. So it's gonna be a good show. Probably so it's gonna be a longer show. Fast pace. Probably lots of sudden death. Love using plastic bags, make item looks better, clean, easier to grab. Yes, a lot of people like use their bags, like they use Ziploc bags and they take their items out and they ship them. I get it if that's your model, keeping the items in the bags, shipping them out in the clear bags. It just gives it a clean look. It also protects the item a little bit more. So, for example, if it's wet outside and maybe your seal isn't the best on these, if water gets in, you don't have to worry about water getting on your item too. And because I sell clothing, that's like a no-go. You don't want your items getting wet. Wish I would have purchased one of the orange puffer jackets. I don't know when we're going to get those in again too. So that might be the last time for this year, and maybe until next Christmas time, because a lot of our winter stuff is sold out. From my wholesaler has let me know that a lot of the winter on. He sent me most of the winter. 7614. Guess what? We sold another Ralph Lauren shirt. Another one. Remember, this brand doesn't sell at all. $22.99 plus ship. Little bit of a lower sale because this is a basic Ralph Lauren. There's no pattern to it. It's a men's extra large. I thought this was going to sell Christmas time, but sold a little bit after. What happens when you get a violation? What do? They just they take me off the For You page. So I can appeal it, but most of the time when I appeal it, it doesn't work. Basically, if I say too many platforms, it gives me a violation. Oh, do I have this set? Hopefully the mail lady didn't call me. Hold on one second, TikTok. I gotta check. I bet you the mail lady called me. No, she. Whew. Making sure she didn't call me. I had my phone on Do Not Disturb. I don't know why. Anyways, 14 ounces is what this one's shipping for. If she doesn't call me in the next hour, I guess I'll have to go drive all these off. That means yeah. Should tell me if you called though, right? But yeah, if I get a violation on TikTok, that just means I'm not on the For You page, because that's how you get and ask questions. Not like Facebook, or not like Facebook and YouTube. Facebook Lives are great, but they don't really do a great job of pushing you to a new audience. They just push you to your actual audience. So like I have 54 people on Facebook and YouTube right now. I have 61 on TikTok. I think I maxed out at 100 on TikTok earlier today. So it's just the live on TikTok is just so much better than the other platforms for reaching new people. I do like the live view on Facebook and YouTube though. Next up, 7644. Guess what? We sold another Ralph Lauren shirt. This one sold for $24.99 plus ship. 2XL, bigger size, listed a little bit higher, sold. Any videos on YouTube out there explaining Nifty numbers and how they work on their spreadsheet in Nifty? Thanks. I don't have any. You should just be able to download you export your Nifty numbers. Once you export your Nifty numbers, you should be able to take that straight to your tax advisor, and you have all your numbers right there for them. So you just hit the export button. Exports all your numbers. See a notification that we're live on TikTok. Let's go. Yeah, when I first go live, it'll send out a notification, but as soon as I get a violation, I'm not on the For You page anymore. So as you're scrolling to TikTok, you won't see me on that page. You have to actually go to my profile to find me. Yeah, my YouTube channel is the same. And also now I'm putting out YouTube videos every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this year. Every single Thursday for the entire year. Once I get enough videos created, I might even do two times a week. Woke up to the sale today. It was a Ralph Lauren flannel. Let's go. See? They sell. It's not just me. I don't have this special Ralph Lauren. It's not me and Surfs. We don't have like special abilities to sell Ralph Lauren. Anybody and everybody can sell it. I got 2 more sales going out. We got another Ralph Lauren, just basic red Ralph Lauren shirt, similar to the one we just sold. One sold for $20.70. The reason it sold for less is because Nifty sent out a 10% out offer and this person accepted. So nice little sale. Just bread and butter. You're not going to get rich off of selling one Ralph Lauren. You're going to get rich off of selling hundreds of Ralph Lauren. So that's why I fill my store with them, because they're just bread and butter sales. This one's a little heavy though. It weighs 1 pound. Whoops, I undercharged shipping on this one. I might not make that much money on this one after let's see what it charges me for shipping. $8.59. Yeah, I'm not gonna make much on this one because I got charged an extra $1.50 on shipping. Enjoying your videos and photos. Appreciate you, Lisa. I got a pair of leather Ralph Lauren. I got a pair of leather Ralph Lauren and polo shoes. Have you sold those before? Are they leather Ralph Lauren polo shoes? Or are you saying leather a Ralph Lauren item and a pair of polo shoes? I sold some leather Ralph Lauren purple label shoes on my Whatnot show this weekend. That's the only time I've ever sold leather Ralph Lauren shoes before. So yeah, I've never sold any on like other platforms, just on Whatnot. And last sale we're shipping out, there's a brand new with tag Mizzen in Maine shirt. Brand new. I think I paid $9 for this at a thrift store. I found it at a little mom and pop-in thrift store I've never been to before. I was down in Clearwater for the day. I was like, hey, I've never been to this thrift store. I don't know why. It was right down the street from my house. Popped in and I found this Mizzen and Main shirt just chilling on the rack. This sold for $39 plus shipping, and it was only listed for about 2 weeks. So nice little sale right there. That one's going out for 9 ounces. Let's see what it's going to charge me. If you guys have any last minute questions, feel free to drop them down in the chat. That's my last order going out. And then I'm going to try to get all the whatnot orders shipped out in the next 30 minutes. And if I can get that done, then that means I don't have to go drive to the post office today. So it's a huge win because the mail lady is a little late today, which is great. Last Monday, she got here really early. She got here at like 11:30, 12. And this week, she's back to her normal time. Happy about. I don't want to have to go drive to the post office and drop off a handful of packages when I could have just dropped them off or had them picked up. This week, again, Whatnot is Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's all going to be consigned items, so make sure you bookmark that show. We'll also have a bunch of giveaways on that show. Thursday, we're going to be I'm dropping my next YouTube video, editing that over the next couple days. So that one should be a good one, another thrift trip with a little beginning and end to it. And then make sure you check in every day. Come back. I'm trying to post them around 7 p.m. at night. My order pull videos showing you guys what everything that sells over the. Make sure you come watch those videos. Check out the last 5 of them or 4 of them I have posted. Maybe 5, forget. Go check out all of those. And I'm also going to be posting some different short form content. I know right now I'm focused on order pull videos, but I'll go back to posting some thrift finds and stuff like that. I just haven't had a chance to go to the thrift store. I didn't go yesterday like I usually did. I kind of chilled and laid in bed yesterday. So those will be coming back too. Don't think it's all just going to be order pull videos. There'll be the regular stuff too. But yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out, and I